Hello everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. Sorry, candy in my mouth. I haven't been up to much. I only completed one project. My niece recently found out that she is having her first girl. She had 5 boys and now she's having her first girl. But her, between her and her husband, they have 9 current living children. And this will be their 10th, but only their second one together. And 7 of the children are adults. So there's 2 living at home, a teenager and a preteen. And then there will be the baby, and it'll be the first girl that she's had. He does have a daughter, and she has a stepdaughter from her first marriage, which she still considers her daughter. So, but first biological daughter. She raises, she lives on a farm, and one of the things that she raises is Scottish Highland cows. And so I thought it would be cute if I could find an amigurumi of a Scottish Highland cow. They're called coos. It's one of their, I think it has more to do with the Scottish accent than anything else, but they're coos. But I did find one. I don't remember who wrote the pattern, but the tutorial I used is from the Yarn Society on YouTube. I will link it below. Her name is Hildy, and here she is. So the Scottish Highlands have horns and a lot of fur. The Highlands are cold, so they have curly hair all over, but it's longest on the top of their head. And I just thought that she was super cute. And the original video and tutorial calls for a 3-weight yarn, but I wanted something bigger because the 3-weight was about the size of this head, maybe just a little larger or small. Yeah, a little larger than that head. And so I wanted to find something heavier, and going through several different sites, I did find a 5-weight on Joann's site, but it was a yarn I had never used of theirs before, and then it ended up being on clearance. So now the idea is, how do I find this at home? Because they didn't have it available to ship. And I am an hour from the Ypsilanti, Michigan store, so I'll even go that far if I have to. Turns out one store here in Toledo said that they had none. Another store said that they had 4. So I went to the store that said I had 4. They only had 3. I bought 3 of them, not knowing how big this was going to turn out or how much I needed. Then I went to the other store because I was there for something else, and they actually had one. So I'm wondering if somebody bought one at one store and returned it at the other store. It's quite possible. But so it is a 5-weight. It's a chunky, and I drove the people at Joann nuts because I could not remember the name of the yarn other than it was a big twist. And they're like, there's several different kinds of big twist chunky. I'm like, well, it's not this, this, this. I finally did a bunch of searching around, and I found it just dangling on a little end cap, just 3 little skeins all by itself, and then 1 skein in white. I was hoping for a cream, but I didn't have to buy the same yarn for the horns and nose, but I did. The reason I wanted this yarn, though, if you can see, it separates out really easily, and that's, I thought, would look best for the hair on the cow. I don't know if it's just discontinued for the season because we're coming up on spring, or if it's completely discontinued now. But this is the yarn. It's Big Twist Comfy. And this one is white. And I didn't use much of this at all, but all the skeins kind of look like this. They all look like they're coming apart. It's a really, really slippery yarn. And it falls out of the skein really easily. I could not find the beginning inside, so I did have to start from the outside. All right, so let me read about it. It is a 5 bulky. Recommended hook size is a 6.5, which I did use because with amigurumi you don't want large holes in it so that you can see the stuffing. So even though I crochet tightly and usually go up a hook size, because it was amigurumi, I did stay on that hook size. It is yeah, made in Turkey, 100% acrylic, 144 yards per skein, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. So it's really, really, really soft. It was hard to work with because it does separate, but that was the purpose of why I bought that. Because if not, I could have gone with, I have a rust colored blanket yarn, and I would have done the rust colored blanket yarn, but I wouldn't have gotten the hair like this because the polyester yarn doesn't separate. This was the other color. Oh, there goes my needle. my tapestry needle. This was rust, and the Highland coups range from a rust to a beige in fur color, but it's all the same information. It's just this one is a rust. These are, what did I say, 144? Yeah, 144 yards. Let me show you. This is what I have left of the skein that I used. So now I have 3 more skeins plus this. So I do have the ability to make more if I choose to. But if I do make more, it's going to have to wait a bit because amigurumi is it's a tight crochet and it really worked my hands. So if I make more, it will have to wait. I have until August to make more. I did not use that much fluff. I had a little bit of fiber fill here in the house, not enough to do anything big, but I thought it was just enough, and it ended up being just enough. I used my Furl 6.5 in turquoise. Now I have no idea what I did with that. My niece does crochet, and she does sew, and she does all of that stuff. And I'm certain that her mother will be making her a bedding set, so I won't be doing that. I might make another Afghan. I haven't decided. I might do a layette set, you know, like a baby cardigan or a dress. I'm not certain yet. I'm sure I'll do something else. Probably some receiving blankets. The only fabric that I have found is the same fabric she found, and it's at Spoonflower. They print their own, and they have a really pretty coup fabric that's burgundy, and it has coups on it, and then the coups have pink and burgundy roses on, like a crown. So I know that I believe she intends on getting that for like curtains and that kind of stuff. But Spoonflower does not print on flannel, so it would not be something I could use for a receiving blanket. So I'd have to find something else. I don't want to do regular cows because she doesn't have regular cows. She only has the coups. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Probably another Afghan though, or like I said, the layette set or a dress. I'm not sure. But that's all I'd been up to. I've been working a lot of extra hours. I'm on vacation this week. I'd like to get some sewing done this week. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'd like to get some sewing done this week. If I do, I will make a video and show you the things that I make. I wanted to try a new style bag, something with a wooden handle that is reversible so that you can do it with, you know, have it whichever way you want. But I have to sit down and figure out the logistics of assembling it with wooden handles so that I can turn it inside out still. So I don't know, I'll figure something out, I guess. But that's it. That's all I've been up to. I appreciate you coming back since I haven't been here, and this will be like the beginning of week 3 since I've put a video, and my last video was 2 minutes long. So I understand everybody wants consistency, and I'm trying. I'm really, really trying, but I've been, like I said, working a lot of hours. And but thanks for stopping by, and happy